Okay, you guys have asked for it, so let's see what we can do. It's not a perfect lap, but hopefully I can explain where the time is and where you have to aim when you do your laps. So this is up the hill before the start finish line, is just to show how you have to take these last two corners to get a good speed out, so you can start the lap in a fast way. So it's on a replay. So you have to a little bit compromise the exit so that you don't go over halfway, and then so you can get speed out of this corner, and then obviously use as much track as possible. Over here I brake at the 100, and I will, just before I brake, I start aim for the corner so I can coast around the corner. And be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient, patient, and go. That's all about this. BRNO has got so many corners where you have to be patient. Now this one around the mark over here between that and the 100, I went out a little bit too wide around this corner. You have to hit the apex, but I didn't. I went too wide. So I have to be closer to the apex and then stay again in the middle, because you want to get that corner and coast around, coast, patient, and then give it. Now this car's tail is very happy, so I made a little bit of an adjustment. And on this one at the 100, and I was a little bit too wide, so maybe just before the 100, so you can hit the apex there without sliding. I was sliding too much. You can see I'm sliding. I should not have been sliding. And then here you lift, and you have to hit this apex so that you can have room to get into this corner. Then you have to hit there, and then you can go wide. And then when I'm past that house, I'm braking. And then again you have to stay tight so you can have open this corner. So most of these corners are like that. So and you can see I was fighting the back when I was accelerating there. And then just before the 100, start braking, and then once again keep it tight, and then patient, and then give it. Always about patience. Here you can wide because you have time to come back, and then this one is another one where you have to stay tight so you can open up that corner. And then this is where we get to the start again. I brake around over here at this marker, and then stay tight. There was better, and tight. I was too far away there, and then just drive yourself out of here. So that was the lap there. Let's just see. And it was a 2:11.6, which is not very fast. I think on the leaderboards it's at 2:09 or something, so it's about 2 seconds off. 2:10 for the fastest Opel, but should be not too bad. And then this one doesn't have any weight, so we will have to work with that as well. The setup, the only changes that I did was to play a little bit around with the tire pressures. It is still a little bit too high in the middle, and that side is a little bit high, so maybe bring it down a little bit more, but it's very hard on this because it's getting hot. And I made the camber from 3.6 to 3.8, On the rear, I changed the pressures and I brought the spring rate down from 160 to 120, and I brought the anti-roll bar down from 113 to 10. That made the exit, when you go exit the corners, it stabilizes the back a little bit so it's not that live, and that helped a little bit. And then that's it. There's nothing you can do there, and you can do that, but maybe you can bring it up a little bit so when you lift it, it brings the car tail around a little bit, so when you go around the corner, so you can play around with that. Otherwise there's not much you can play around with. If somebody knows how to play with shocks or the dampers, then tell us, and then we'll work on that. Okay, so hopefully it helps. Right, until later.